This video tutorial is being brought to you by learningcomputer.com. Today we are going to do a quick demo on Microsoft Word 2013, primarily just looking at the formatting text and paragraph options that we have. So let's take a look. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot, but let's see what we can do. Basically, we are going to show you this in action. So the first thing we're going to look at is a end of the year party flyer. It's just a simple one-page flyer. We are going to spice it up a little bit by changing the text color and also maybe give it a new background color and then highlight some other options. Okay, and then after that we are actually going to switch gears and then really work more on paragraph formatting on a college project plan. That document is pretty elaborate, but we're going to cover some parts in it as far as things like changing line spacing, manipulating alignments of paragraphs, and maybe do some indentation, and then utilize the format painter, which is an awesome tool. Lets you apply formatting, including color and font, to other text. And then finally, we will wrap the video by just highlighting some shortcuts that are out there, and you may not be aware of these, which will make it easier for you to work with Microsoft Word. And then highlight, I guess, the quick access toolbar options as well. So a few things to talk about. Let me switch to Microsoft Word 2013. By the way, if you haven't seen Microsoft Word, it looks pretty nice. They're using basically a simplistic, less is more kind of approach. The ribbon options are the same. The colors have changed a little bit, and it's more subtle, cleaner, sleeker, I guess, as you could call it. And obviously, one new thing that they have is these color coding for their product. So as you can see in Word, we're using blue across the board. When we were in PowerPoint, they're using some kind of orange red color. So that makes you, I guess, more color appealing. If you're working with multiple documents, down here in the taskbar you can see where you're at. But anyway, getting back to our flyer, here's a second grade end of year party. Okay, and it looks pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not a whole lot to it, but looks kind of plain, and we can definitely spice things up here. So before I even get started, I'm going to go ahead and make this picture a little bit bigger. And you may not realize, but you also, just with pictures, you can do text wrapping around the picture. But let's just stay focused on our task. Okay, so I'm going to make this picture a little bit bigger, and then as far as formatting, all of those options are under the Home tab. Okay, so let's do this. We'll highlight the first line, which, by the way, this is let me just mention the shortcuts. When you're on a line, if you want to go to the beginning of the line, you just simply select the shift key and do home. Okay, or no, do the home key and then shift end. That's going to highlight the line. You can obviously do that. You can just simply left click and select the line as well. So I will be pointing that as I go along. But you highlight your line. You are going to you can obviously change the font type, but we are interested in changing the font size, so we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let's do that. I'll make it 26, and also I'm going to make it bold. Right now, two other things I want to do. I want to change the color of the actual text, and you can do that by selecting font color. And you can definitely play around with different colors. It even gives you additional options, but let's go with something like red, bright red. Okay, that makes it a little bit appealing. Now another thing you can do is you can highlight the text and you can do basically a background color. Okay, so see, as I'm doing this, by the way, it gives you a live preview. That looks a little odd, but let's just go with I think yellow. Red on yellow always looks good, so we'll go with that. And so that is good. We will go on to the next line, and for this one, maybe let's just make it bold, and we will just do underline. Okay, right. So now you can see that clearly this poster is looking a little bit better. You can definitely add more things to this. You can, obviously make it italic and whatnot if you wanted to. We will also look at format painter in a bit, but let me just quickly demo what that means. But let's say we change this color to green, okay? And so, these two lines right here, they are green and italic. But, well, what if I wanted to apply this formatting to this section, okay? That's fairly easy if you can use Format Painter, if you know how to do that. So what you do is you select your source format, or I guess source text that has the formatting. You go to this clipboard group under the home, we're still under the home tab. You're going to double click on this, okay? Now you can see that my icon is actually changed into a paintbrush, right? What it's doing now is it's looking for, well, where do you want to apply the formatting? Okay, how about we just select this part? I'm going to select this paragraph, okay, while holding my left mouse button and let go, right? Not only that, you still have the option, so you can go someplace else and apply this too. And obviously, if you want to switch back, you can do the undo button, which is also Control Z. Okay, Control Z. That's what I grew up with. But essentially, so that's our poster. I think with a few clicks here and there, we gave it a little spice. So let me just go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and close this. By the way, if you wanted to apply some styles out there, we do have some options in here. Okay, and you can also certainly go into the design tab, and then you can really get creative with using a lot of these different styles that are out there. We may possibly cover that in a different video tutorial, but for now let's just go ahead and save this. Okay, so that was just just the font, changing some font and trying some formatting. Next we are going to look at a college project plan document. Okay, so I think I do have this up and running here. Let me go to the beginning of this. This is a fairly big document, and it's got a lot of technical information in it. Okay, so let me just kind of show you. It's about a company called Cash Manufacturing, and so you can see there's lots of sections, subsections, and whatnot. Okay, we have executive summary, project scope, whatnot. But let's do this. I'm going to right now I'm on page 6. Okay, and I would like to change. In fact, let me go to page 7. Okay, first thing I want to do is this spacing, the line spacing on this seems to be a bit excessive. Okay, so let me just highlight everything. And by the way, I did this by holding the shift key, so you can select text. So let's go to the beginning, hold down the shift key, and then just point the down arrow. As you do that, it's going to select the text. Okay, so let's just select one page, right? Now for line spacing, we are going to the, we're still in the home tab, so I want you to be aware of that. And then go to the paragraph group, okay? And then we go to this drop down right here, where it says line and paragraph spacing. When you click on that, right now I believe it's double line spacing, okay? Now I'm going to switch this. By the way, as you're switching this, you can see that, and let me just do this. Let me go up a little bit here. So you can see a little bit of the highlighted area. As you're switching this, it is going to change the line spacing on it. Okay, so let's just change it to 1. Okay, now look at my page 7. It is totally shrunk, and it's a lot better spacing wise. And obviously it may depend on what you're trying to do, but just be aware that that is in here. And as I'm switching this, you can see that you're getting a live preview. Let's stick with 1.5. That's okay.